Hey, we all know how we're gonna die, baby. We're gonna crash and burn.
Alright guys, this week's first descent is Lobo issue 2 of 4 of the first mini-series with the Simon Bisley cover. You know, on Verotik week, we definitely got to show some biz. So he's leading off here. But yeah, I've had multiple eBay purchases. One from the Verotik store. One, I think two from, yeah, two of them are from just sellers. And I had one Hip Comics purchase. So, but we'll get into that after we get through our two from the tomb. So sticking with Verotik stuff, decided to pull out some Martin motherfucking Emond stuff. Picked out Lobo Cop. You can see where he did the cover here. One of my favorite artists. I think I'm getting pretty close to having almost everything that he's published, or had published, I should say, art-wise. There's just a few things I gotta get, but I'm working on it. And when you have one Martin Emond book, you might as well break out another one. So I picked up, or not picked up, I pulled out Lobo and Dead Man, the Brave and the Bald. We can take a quick look in here. I just always liked his art style. He's always had a distinct style, so yeah. Let me take a look in here. It's almost like his style changes too as he's doing some of these books. I was flipping through this earlier, because I haven't looked at it in years. This was like a recent purchase too. Like when you look at some of this stuff too, it's like almost like a different artist. That's how good his style was. So before we get into these 4 hauls, I guess we'll call it, I sort of Frankenstein these all together. This wasn't all shot at the same time. Some of this stuff was filmed like literally days before I went into the hospital. If you didn't catch last week's video, you know, I talked about how I came down with an infection, and I was in the hospital for like 12 days. So this is leading up right to these first couple of videos. They're all leading up to me going into the hospital. And as I was editing some of this stuff out, I could tell, like, you know, okay, like, yeah, that's where I'm losing. I can almost tell when I'm like when I was rewatching some of the videos before I was editing them. Like, okay, yeah, I could see where I was headed there now. But hopefully I did enough so you can't really tell. But all right, guys, let's check out this first one here. All right, let's get on to the unboxing here. So the quick story about this is I ordered through Hip Comics. Decent site. You can find some deals on there, but it seems like a lot of stuff is highly priced. But like I said, you can find some decent deals on there, but then there's like a total sticker shock on some of these items that people are asking for. These are like regular collectors that are just trying to get rid of some of their stuff, I think. And of course there's some businesses, I believe. I think I bought this one off it was something like, something world, so they have obviously might have a storefront, or they just doing the old out of the house type deal, out of the basement or side room. But the story where it gets a little bit nuts is I ordered this stuff around, it was right after Christmas, so I'm say December 26th or something like that, 27th. I didn't get it in the mail, so around January 10th, 11th. no update to tracking because once you purchase it, the seller, I guess, hits like a button, almost like eBay. As soon as the tracking number goes in, it starts updating them for you automatically. But I didn't get anything. January 10th rolled around. So I emailed the guy around January 11th. I'm figuring, okay, the holidays happen, I'm not some, these weren't books that I desperately needed it right that second. I did need them, but, So I ended up emailing him, like asking him, hey, is there an update on these books? Should I be, is there a tracking number or anything? Just real nice and simple. No, why aren't my books here or anything like that? And he emailed me back, I guess messaged me back through the website. And he told me he had no idea that I even purchased these books. I guess hipcomics and PayPal, sometimes they don't correspond well together. I think so something was amiss. Long story short, he was very apologetic, very nice guy. He sent them out like literally the next day. If you order through hipcomics, if your books aren't there, maybe within a week or two, it might be just a good idea to drop an email, especially if you're paying through PayPal. That's the way I paid. I'm not sure if you can pay through any other money exchange sites, or if you do straight credit card or anything like that, it might come back different. But I went through PayPal, and the guy had no idea that I even sold these books. That's my warning. So far, great communication with the gentleman or lady. So let's get this opened. It's always good sign when somebody sends it in a Gemini mailer. Really like these. Got a whole collection going. I'm gonna start sending out my own mystery boxes. But bubble wrapped. Couldn't ask for much more. Okay, so it's a dude. So we can cover his name up. No beefs so far with I know one of these books I'm gonna have to cover up, so I'm gonna see here. Yeah, it's his first one here, so let me see what I can do here. Show this. There we go. Just like this. I've been dinged at least 2 or 3 times now. Two definitely through Facebook or through YouTube. So, but this is the Dark Horror of Morella. Tim Vigil, Guerreras, and of course Glenn Danzig. Let me see if I can open this up and show anything inside. Just so you get an idea what's going on inside here. There you go. I can show this part right here. There you go. Here's Verotik illustrated. That's the Simon Bisley cover, I believe. We're gonna crack a lot of these open. I just gotta watch what I show. That's all. But I think this might be a pin-up thing. Like, not 100% sure. Looks like it's a couple stories here, from what I'm getting in here. Got some Jaguar God. So you can see the stories here. Yeah, there you go. It's very, it's always cool to see Martin Emond's interior art. Just gonna watch that show here. Let's see. It's about Duke Mitten. Mighton. That's for Zeta. Okay, the rest of these are all Verotika. This is issue number 15. They're probably gonna be out of order, but I believe that's a Simon Morse cover. It always tricks me, like, because I always think it looks like more like Bisley. Guess we're gonna open this one too to find out. Yeah, Simon Morse. Yeah, you can tell he's like influenced heavily by the biz. But yeah, for all these books, I paid a total of I think it was $54 shipped. This is Verotika, issue number 12. Verotika, issue number 9. There's another Emond cover, issue number 7. Let me just double check because hate to be wrong. I want to be corrected. Oh yeah, yeah, it's definitely a Martin Emond cover. I can't even show you inside. Sorry. Yeah, so there's like another one here. Verotika, issue number 6. The last issue I got, it looks like Frazetta. Pretty sure it's Frazetta here. Issue number 3. Let's open it up and take a look. Hope I can show the inside cover this time. Got some Devil Man on the back. Yeah, Frazetta, definitely. Wonder if this was one of the last covers he had the art for. Nope. Yeah, you can see the inside here. So the Verotika stuff is basically it's usually one or two stories, almost like I think like Tales from the Crypt or something like that. The last one's Among Friends. That's a Jay Lee story and art. That's cool. But yeah, that's my Verotik haul. Not too bad for. And I can't show this last one. Here's my cover. Not too bad for $50. $50+ The thing with this stuff is I can't go to like the local comic shop and buy this stuff. I can buy I can order some of the new issues, but finding the back issues, you basically you're online, or if you come across like a half price books. I've picked up quite a few through half price books, but um, every time I ask for comic shops and stuff like that, they always get the either get A, huh? B, some sarcastic answer, or C, somebody else just bought like all of them. But yeah, this channel is pro Verotik. Next up, this was an eBay purchase. This was something I put like I put like what was the shipping on this? $4.63. I think they charged me like $5.99 for shipping. I put like I think it was like $1 bid on it, and I won it. So, which is surprising because when you see this book, so it always doesn't have to be a Gemini mailer. These work too. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Nice little thank you note. But the book that I picked up here, no further, no more waiting. It's Goth, the trade paperback with, you guessed it, Simon Bisley cover. Let's open it up. This is a series I already have all 3 issues, but I can't find. I can't remember what issue it is. I think issue 3. And it's buried in my collection somewhere. So these are pretty. I'd say pretty rare. When I'm talking about rare, trade paperbacks through Verotik, they seem to be pretty tough to find. Especially reprinting stuff. Like I think there's a Verotika one, so I definitely got to keep my eyes out for that. But yeah, I got Liam Sharpie Sharp on here doing the artwork. Yeah, this was published in 1996. Yeah, it's just a violent book. It's like, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely super happy to have this in my collection. As my Verotik collection grows, I think I'm going to be almost out of short box now. I think I've got close to. I think last time I looked on my. The thing with CLZ, that's the other thing, is that they don't have all the fan covers because some of them I put in myself, so I'm not sure if other people are. Because I've literally take if you see some shitty pictures, take it's probably me that was the one that had taken them. So on your CLZ app, I'm not sure if they share those or what, but anyways, my point being is like a lot of the fan club stuff, a lot of that stuff's not on that site. I'm not sure how I might when I eventually get a list together. I've been working on a little bit here and there. When I get a chance, I might email the guy and ask him like, "Hey, can we get this updated to so we get all the issues on there for the collectors of this publisher?" But we'll see how that works out. Yeah, that's Liam Sharp is such a good artist too, and this is like some of his early work. Yeah, that's glad to have this in my collection. Just taking a brief intermission here to show you the Verotika poster I bought. Got a real decent price for it, and I got it. And I framed it too, so I didn't have to iron this one. As always, Verotik ships their comics securely in a nice foam package with cardboard in it. So we're gonna cut this bad boy open. Nice secure. Also, if you ever order off the eBay page, you can message whoever's running the Verotik eBay store and ask them for combined shipping because they'll send you a partial refund. They explained it to me. eBay is a little wacky where it won't let them send an invoice at first. So always just make sure you send something for a little reminder because each individual book, if you bought it like a single issue, I think it's like $6 or $7 to ship. I mean, shipping has gone up so much. Yeah, I'll definitely add this to my stack of boxes. I'll try to take a picture. So I ordered 4 books. Let me see. Go. As always, they're bagged and boarded. Alright, let's go like this here. Let's see here. So the first one is Marilla Presents Verotika Returns. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look at this. That's with the Bisley cover, right? Yeah. Can't really show too much in here, but you get the idea. There you go. Yeah, it's an awesome cover. I Needed this one for my collection. Slowly but surely amassing quite a collection. Next up, let's see here. I'm going to flip these other ones upside down so I don't see them. There we go. It's from Verotik. 30. So 30 years of Verotik. This is the Mystery Girl. I believe this is the Glenn Danzig cover that he did. Yeah, this is his cover. Because there's a Puppeteer Lee cover, which I'm a huge fan of. But I didn't get that cover yet. That's going to be on probably my next order. But I got the Bisley cover, which was the original, or I guess the one they cover A, we'll call it. Yeah, but if I ever meet Glenn again, I might be getting this one signed. It'll be like a real sweet spot right there. Okay, next up, another Bisley cover, Motiana, issue number 3. One of the fan club variant covers, I believe it is. And last but not least, got the Puppeteer Lee variant, Motiana, issue number 3. That's badass. Yeah, Puppeteer Lee has been becoming one of my favorites. I got another. Not sure if it's going to show up on the. It's like, see it. It's a sticker. I might have to get I don't have any nails here. Yeah, but I'll put it in the back here. It's awesome, man. They sent me one last time too, so that's pretty cool, man. I love it when they send you free stuff. Yeah, just keep it back here. But yeah, Puppeteer Lee cover. I'll take a look inside real quick. But it's got everything you want in a Verotik book. Extra violence on top. Yep, but the latest to my collection here. Also picked up from their local shop. Picked up two copies of Mortiana number 3, cover A, the Garras cover. I pre-ordered them. It's not like I just bought them off the shelf or anything like that. Because rather these books get into people's hands, but I pre-order them, so I always buy 2 copies now. And okay, on our last package here of this video is a purchase from eBay. I believe I ordered off this person before. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to go back and look, but this package took a trip around the Midwest because it started off in Georgia. I was watching the tracking as it was going, and it ended up in Indianapolis. Then I think it went back down to Virginia. Then it finally came to me. So I'm not sure what the hell is happening, but let's get this open. Add this to my ever-growing stack of cardboard. Okay, so I got 5 books here. I'm going to show you the first one, The Infernals. I believe I own a different version of this. Let's open it up and take a look. Or a different variant, I should say, not a different version. Yeah, it's... Yeah, watch what I show. Yeah, I think I've read this one before. I definitely have this, issue. Yeah, I believe I have the Bisley cover of this, if I remember correctly. So there's actually 3 covers. There's a Dorian Clevenger cover too. Yeah, I most definitely got this issue. It's hard to tell sometimes, like, because I rely on my CLZ app, because a lot of this, quite a bit of them have 2 to 3 covers per issue. So, and this is the only publisher I collect the variants off of also. So, go to the side here. Next up, we got the Satanic Anniversary blank cover, issue 18. Take a quick look in here. There you go. Yeah, I gotta be careful what I show here as usual. Yeah, I don't think I've read this issue. Yeah. Nice. I like it too because the blank. Eventually, I want to get some of these blank covers, get some art on some of them, especially the Verotik stuff. But a lot of these artists that do these books here, a lot of them don't come to cons around here, so it's gonna be a little bit tougher. So I gotta cover this up a little bit. So this is a Satanica, the Halloween issue. Yeah, we'll take a look inside this one also. That's cool. Like I said, you gotta be sure careful what you show on this. Of course, I had to edit a bunch of that out, but but yeah, I paid for this whole thing. I bought it, like I said, I bought it on eBay, and I paid $25, shipped. So for all these issues, I won them all in auction from the same seller. This is Satanica. This is issue number 3, the fan club edition. Yeah, I definitely read this. It's Jason Pearson, the artist on this book. Cover artist, I should say. Last but not least, this is Verotika Returns, issue number 4, with the Danzig Bisley cover. That's awesome. That's a pretty damn cool cover. Alright guys, that wraps up my Verotik. Huge haul. Went off with a bang here. So yeah, I appreciate, I know a lot of people are looking forward to this video. So decided, instead of drawing it out between 4 episodes or whatever, I just decided to do one, like I said at the beginning, one huge video. So hopefully you stuck around this long. Appreciate it if you did. I think next week there's a sale coming up, so I'll probably both haul with that. So I should have a music, CD, vinyl update, and I should also have a toy update, which I bought a couple loose figures, so you can see that. I'll make those 2 separate videos, and they'll probably be released on a Friday night around 9 o'clock. So my comic book stuff usually gets released on Sunday mornings at 9. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Appreciate it so much. We'll talk to you next time.